What's going on, guys? Dave here again from JDH Reptiles. Clutch 17 update. Now, as you know, we have 2 clutches left in the incubator. That's a very hungry hatchling that's eating. 2 clutches left in the incubator. One we cut in 2 days. The other one we have about 3 weeks to go. I think it's like the 2nd of October. Today is the, I believe, 14th of... Let's see here. Today is the 14th of September. So right around 3 to 4 weeks ago, 17. This was a pairing I was super excited for. And if the male gets up to size by the time mom is ready, one of the males, actually, if we have a male, I've got to look at that too. We might not even have what I want to use. This clutch is exciting. I'm super stoked. I was happy to make it. I wish we had made a male. I think we have one or none. I haven't actually checked them all yet. Let's just jump right into it, okay? So, first of all, I want to start by saying I'm going to show you a picture of an animal that didn't make it. It was severely kinked. I'm going to show it to you for 2 reasons. One, because it's good information to know about this pairing. 2, well, as we know, first of all, I had some incubator problems this year. And I did have a couple animals come out kinked. So my assumption is this is due to the incubation. It could also be due to the pairing. So it's something we're going to document. I will do this pairing again this year if I don't have a male here in these hatchlings. So to get right to it, the male of this pairing was our Anchi Lorry. As we know, Anchi and Lorry is allelic. We have proved this. There's multiple people who have done this and gotten the same things. You know, only Anchi or only Lorry. I've done 3 pairings now just this season alone. Everything's either been Anchi or Lorry. So, Anchi Lorry male to a pastel albino black pastel or an albino black pewter. So, my idea here was obviously to make some Lorry combos, all 100% het for albino, have a male, put it back to a female, we'd be good to go. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to sex these also while we're here because I don't know if we hit a male at all. We may have hit all females. If that's the case, we won't be doing that pairing with the offspring and mom, obviously anytime soon, or ever, because you can't do that. Female don't work. If that's the case, we're going to put the male to her again because I really want to create what didn't make it in the egg, if it's possible. And that's where a second round of trying this goes into play. If it doesn't work out, then we know it's an issue with the pairing, or I say the issue with the genetics in play. So Lorry is in the same complex as black pastel, cinnamon, you know, het red axanthic, which some people think het red axanthic and Lorry are the same. I don't know. We did pick up a het red axanthic female for breeding this year. We're going to start running that through some of the things we did this year and see what we get out of it. It's possible it's the same. If it's not, it's not. If it is, it is. So be it. But anyways, you know, super black pastels can have kinks. Super cinnamons can have kinks. A lot of times people do the 8-ball, which is a cinnamon and black pastel, or they incubate at a lower temperature, try to mitigate kinking. Well, this animal was severely kinked. Was alive when it came out of the egg, but severely kinked, had to be euthanized. But I'm going to show you a picture of that right now. If you don't want to see it, skip forward 15-20 seconds. Probably not even that long, 10 seconds. I'm just going to show a picture, and then we'll back out. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there it is. Beautiful animal. I mean, absolutely stunning. You look at the pattern, look at the color. My guess would have been a pastel Lorry, black pastel. That's what I think. So a Lorry pewter. I mean, I don't know. Could some of the pattern, some of the color been messed up because of incubation? Yes, of course. Obviously the deformities, most likely through incubation. Could be also the 8-ball genes coming together and causing that issue. I don't really know. But we tend to do that pair, or we're going to do that pairing again or we're gonna put a Lorry male, if I have one, that's het albino back to mom and try to make albino versions of those. Again, really depends what we have here. So that was one. We had 5 eggs. That was one. We have 4 left. I'm going to show you the remaining 4. Not the best odds, not for someone who wants the Lorry gene and a lot of Lorry stuff, but I'll show you what we got and we'll jump right into it. Alright, I'll start with what I would consider to be the most basic of everything, and that is this little Anchi. And that is it. Little Anchi. Let's see if I can. Alright. So, here we go, little Anchi ball python. Again, everything has to be either Lorry or Anchi. So, albino, 100% albino, obviously. No pastel. So this is an Anchi, 100% het albino. I believe it's a female. Let's see here. Yep, just a female. So this one might actually be available after about 2 more meals. If you're interested, go ahead and send me a message. Does have a really cool black around the lips there, which I see in a lot of Lorries. But again, obviously not a Lorry here, just a female Anchi. Alright guys, up next, a single gene Lorry. So again, let's see if I can't get this to focus a little bit better. Alright, single gene Lorry. Obviously this is going to be het albino as well. This will be a holdback because this was what we were hoping to get. Well, I really was hoping to get more of what we saw in that egg, but I'll take this because this is going to be moving into our albino Lorry project. So beautiful one. Let's see here. This is the one I haven't sexed yet. And this one is a female. I believe everything that came out of this clutch is female, which is a love and a hate here, but that's alright. So, beautiful, beautiful example of a Lorry. Looks really nice. Time to get this girl going. Get her in a staying tub. Well, anyway, that is, I'll probably move her to an FP10 after another meal or 2. But yeah, sorry, there we go. Lorry, het albino. Alright, number 3, guys. Man, another Lorry, het albino. Look at the alien heads on this one. All the little keyholes. Just a beautiful, beautiful animal. Really am not hating on this at all. Little weird heart there. First I thought this was a black pastel, but it's not. This is not a black pastel. Let me show you a black pastel side by side. Alright guys, so obviously different clutch. Black pastel, really cool black pastel. Now this is from that weird clutch I showed you last week. And then a Lorry. So you can tell the difference in the colors. The pattern is definitely different. The colors are the main thing. This is more black and kind of orangish color. This is more of a black and this brown color. So definitely not a black pastel, but nice to look at them side by side and see the differences. Obviously this one's had a lot more meals than this one, but yeah, head's different, color in the head's different, pattern's different, but definitely very cool. Now as far as this one goes, if I remember correctly, I believe this is a female also, and it is. So far 3 for 3 on females. Boy oh boy, doesn't look like we're going to be able to put this pairing back to mom. This one's a little funny. This one here, I love this. This is very beautiful. This is a black pewter Anchi. So this could be pastel, Anchi, black pastel. Very nice. Nice coloration. Just beautiful. Here's the kicker. It hasn't shed out yet. I've never had this happen before. This animal was shed or was out of the egg about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks. Hasn't had its first shed yet. I don't know why. I've never heard of it. I should say it. I've heard of people mention some, like their animal missed their first shed. I've never seen it at all. So now, how do I know this is pastel, Anchi, black pastel? You know, alien heads are somewhat similar to the last one, but they are definitely blown out a little bit differently. Shaped a little more wonky. Some dragged out. A little bit different there. They're not as uniform is the first thing. So that's the first thing to notice, is they're not as uniform. Second of all, again, either got to have Lorry or Anchi. A Pastel Lorry would look like this. So here's a Pastel Lorry. And the difference. Now I know this hasn't shed out yet, but they are quite different. The eye striping is different. The blushing on the head is different. So we go here. There we go. And then here on the head. This has that typical Pastel Anchi blushing. So definitely different animals. You could see the difference in the alien heads on this one compared to this one. Alright, the last thing to see is what the sex is on this one. If I can get this thing to work with me. Female. So, 4 for 4 females. So, this can be a holdback as well. Once this one gets a shed in it, we're going to start feeding it. But the others have all had a meal already. And yeah, just another beautiful animal. So yeah guys, there we go. Clutch 17? Yes, 17 in the books. 4 animals made it out of 5. We had that one crazy one in the egg that didn't make it. But 2 Lorries, an Anchi, and then the pastel or black pewter Anchi. So pastel, black pastel, Anchi. Really excited. Looks like all females. Like I said, with the Anchi we'll probably sell. That'll be an Anchi head albino. The other 3 will stay here. We'll grow them up for future plans down the road. Obviously a couple years from now they'll be a big part of our breedings. Definitely going to try and pump out as much of the albino we can in there. Not going lavender, as you guys know. We don't do the lavender, and actually we're pushing away from the candy stuff as well, just sticking with albino and trying to bring life back to that. So that's what I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything, go ahead, leave them down below or send me an email. All that information's in the description below. If you've ever had an animal not shed out, post that down below. Let me know. Let me know what it took or how long it took. Did you feed when it has still been waiting to shed out? That I'm interested in as well. But till next time, guys, have a fantastic day. I appreciate your support. Make sure to step back for the egg cutting here later this week. And we'll talk to you guys later.